something good to share, something good to tell the people who's watching right now. Everything I have done, everything I'm sure that you have done, started here. Success is not about going to work every day for a company and wanting to be out in 8 hours. Success is really wanting to succeed in here, believing that you're gonna really gonna do something. So going back to my story, I went out of that town. I went to the city of New Orleans. I'm sure you have heard of New Orleans. It's a great city. I didn't even have a phone. Just imagine this guy without a phone. I didn't have a GPS to go to these cities. So I was hearing of people saying, I was hearing from my friends saying that New Orleans had a lot of work, had a lot of painting companies. So one day I just took off with the little stuff I have. I put it in the back of my truck. I went to New Orleans, and without having a GPS again, I don't know how, but I came to a Mexican store and I started asking people again, hey, I need a job. I need a place to stay. And somebody referred me to a company that was doing pretty good commercial work. They were working at the downtown in New Orleans. So I got a job. Somebody in that same store referred me to another person who had an apartment for rent. So I went to an apartment, and I started working for this company with a different mindset again. They didn't really needed me. That company, I worked for them for like 2 months. When they didn't need me, they just let me go. And then again, a church. I found another church in New Orleans, and I met other painters at that same church. One of those painters was a musician. He's got his company too. He might be watching us. His name is Levi. Levi's Painting. And he was working for another big company in New Orleans. And that's where I saw Fine Paints of Europe for the first time. 2015. I was amazed by the work this person was doing. And when I started working with him, again, with this different mindset of wanting to do more, of wanting to help, of wanting to grow, not wanting to be in the same situation where I was in Hammond, without a penny on my hands, without knowing almost anything. This person saw that in me. This guy saw something in me. So for the first time in my life, I was in charge of the painting crew with him. He saw something in me, and he said, you know what, Alex, you're gonna be in charge. Here's these two guys. I already knew how to paint. I knew how to spray. I knew how to use the tools and how to kind of manage, how to move around. And he gave me the opportunity to manage his crew. And I grew with him also. Like I learned how to manage the jobs, and I learned how to kind of administrate things. So from having nothing, I went to having a good job, having 4 or 5 guys working with me the whole time. And I had the opportunity to learn how to manage people, how to manage the job. I was doing big jobs. I learned how to do Fine Paints of Europe with this guy. We were brushing Fine Paints of Europe, and that was basically how we started my company. Seeing him, watching the things he did during his day inspired me too. And I was like, this is what I want to do. And here I am.